question for you. Would you say the Andrew Holness government bowed to the United States?
Why is the USA Jamaican immigrant visas being revoked? That's the big question in the house today, and we're gonna discuss it in relation with the TCN deal. And if you wanna know what's going on today, we wake up Jamaicans and other African countries have been kept on a post list. Tomorrow we wake up, Jamaican visas are being revoked. So let's get into it, guys. If you are new here, welcome to this amazing channel. Kindly remember to subscribe and support this girl, African Beryl. Wagwan, me good people, my gang. Welcome back to those of you who always come back to this channel. I appreciate blessings. Jah bless. So today we are talking about this sensitive and a topic that has been giving tension and bringing a social media people at pace. People talking about it. Jamaican immigrant visas, those in the USA, are being revoked because of the TCN deal. So let's watch the following video till the end. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and credit goes to the original creators.
U.S. sources stated that threats to revoke Jamaicans' non-immigrant visa was the reason why the government of Jamaica decided to allow these deportees of non-Jamaica heritage to land here. The source also mentioned that the Trump administration has been pushing for months now to have Jamaica join the 23 countries who formed the TCN agreement. So we have now joined that whole agreement where the US government can decide to ship non-Jamaicans to our shores. And the source also mentioned that the US government is not amused by our tardiness, that is Jamaica's tardiness in agreeing with this whole arrangement. So I guess Mr. Andrew Holness was holding out as long as he could, but I guess he was bullied into it, and I don't know. Based on what Dr. Chang said yesterday, he stated that if they can end the deal anytime they want to. But then that's not true based on the source that is leaking this information. Lord of mercy. Help us all.
Quick question for you. Would you say the Andrew Holness government bowed to the United States? Comment yes or no inside the comment section. Again, the question is, based on everything that you're seeing happening, including the prison deal that was recently announced, would you say that the Andrew Holness government bowed to the United States? I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know about, coming straight from the United States. No, Washington, as a matter of fact. They now say, do what we say, or this is what is going to happen. They're now threatening the Jamaican government, saying that you need to do what we say and hurry up, or this is what is going to happen. The United States now threaten the Jamaican government, saying that they will start to revoke Jamaican citizens visa, and I have the full detail, so you need to stay tuned. It's a Friday and you know what I'm already about to say. Please drink responsibly, drive safely. If you have to drink, don't drive, all right? Don't contribute to road fatalities in Jamaica. It's the weekend and I understand, and I hope your day has been going great so far. Now, since the prison deal has been announced, the opposition has been saying that they need to know certain things, and the people are talking across various social media platforms. This no look good. The opposition says that they need to know how is this going to benefit Jamaica. Now there are three things that the security minister said that you must take into concern and listen to closely. He said that after the inmates are vetted, which they are non-Jamaican, right? He said that after they are vetted, one, they are allowed to freely roam Jamaica. 2, he says that they can apply for asylum. And 3, he says that this cannot be tabled in government, will not, cannot, and shall not be tabled in parliament. You understand? Now, based on my understanding, 25 of these persons from the TCNs will enter into Jamaica, transit through Jamaica, of course, right? And the sum will be allotted to 10,000 persons. Now, I am here to give you the updates from Washington based on the source which Nationwide News provided. Alright, everybody? Leave a like on the video, share the video, repost the video, and follow the page. And here's where I stop speaking. Listen to this.
The Trump administration has for several months been lobbying the Holness administration to join at least 23 other countries across the globe under the Third Country National Agreement. Sources close to the U.S. government tell our news center that Washington was not amused by what it perceived to be the tardiness of the Jamaican government in agreeing to a deal. Those sources say that's when the U.S. pulled the visa revocation card as a means of hastening the steps of the Jamaican government. It's a matter our news center put squarely to Minister of National Security and Peace, Dr. Horace Chang, in a telephone call on Thursday afternoon. Dr. Chang downplayed the claim, saying there was never any attempt by Washington to force the hand of the Holness administration. But Nationwide News sources say the move by the U.S. in January this year to include Jamaicans on a list of 75 nationalities for whom the processing of immigrant visas had been put on indefinite pause was a subtle but calculated move by Washington to pressure the Holness administration to sign up to the TCN deal. Or sources say a Jamaican government official, whom they declined to name, had raised the possibility of a major work exchange program between Kingston and Washington to address labor shortages in some industries in Jamaica. But that proposal was reportedly not endorsed by Dr. Chang. It's understood that the issue is different and distinct from the negotiations around the Memorandum of Understanding concerning third country nationals. Jamaica joins Belize, Costa Rica, Panama, Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, St. Kitts and Nevis, Barbados, St. Lucia, Guyana, Grenada, and Paraguay as countries which have agreed to third country national agreements with the United States. Robeanne Williams for Nationwide News.
Do what we say or else. So, I say this to the 1 p.m. people, and the Prime Minister says that he doesn't make promises. Leave that to the PNP. He makes commitments. And one of the things that was campaigned on was prosperity. And I say this to you where the commitment of prosperity is concerned. Can you feel it now? Can you feel it now? So forward, enjoy your weekend.
All the Jamaicans them who are bonfires to the government, not this and the government that and blah blah. Are you ready to give up that visa? You remember the day when you went to the embassy and you got that visa, how you feel good? Are you willing to give that up? Talk to me. I remember how I felt good. I mean, now get up. So, what do you say?
If you have a US citizen child, I travel back and forth to your home country and come to US, bring in the child, bring back down the child. Remember, say the child's a citizen here. Remember, say you're a citizen. How long do you think you'll be able? Now, someone will get through, slip through the crack. The man come and comment and say, Jane, me I do 20 years now. That's good for you. Obviously, this is sort of people me now get through. It's a matter of time before immigration. Fun over pan look at 10-year visa when they give someone. So you feel like say you have to bring in your US citizen child, or you have over your B1, B2 visa, your H2B every year, and you feel like you're safe because you have a US citizen child traveling with back and forth. No, sweetheart. I can count countless time where persons that travel with a minor US citizen you have over here in and out of the country, and immigration do not but pull them over and revoke their visa. Sometimes you have when the visa expire and going back and renew the visa, and you find out say them deny you, or they deny renewing that visa, and you're left with a US citizen child who is locked out of the country. You can't save 9/11, you can't go back and forth. The only way around that, the child can't do nothing because the child under 21. You don't get back the visa because they revoke the visa. And hope you're not even climbing the wall. Because when the child reach 21, you're going to regret it. Regret it because them then can't go file for you. The other option is to go married. Like somebody come down and marry you and you wait for the filing process with the I-130 to do embassy. So there's nothing else you can do. So let me be the person, as always, to tell you like what I'm always telling you to the point. Not because you get a 10-year means you have to ride out the one of the 10-year. Or 2 travel, we get past me 10-year. 2 times I get to travel up and the second time them dupes me up for a lot of deal. So if you come here and have a child, and at some point you need to sit down with your thoughts and think if you have a rest in a foreign, just rest in a foreign, because the back and forth, travel, catch flight, not feelings. Now.
So alright my people, the immigrant visa suspension affect Jamaica. So if you were married to somebody, you either at you, cause you say, boy, oh, this is going to work out for me. If somebody want to file for them parents or them kids, they must say, oh gosh, my whole business mash up. Okay, the good news and the bad news in regards to the suspension. Persons filing for family members, whether it's going to be your parents or your kids, uno have to wait. There is no clear path for uno beat the suspension here. But for persons who are married to an American citizen, there is another path, which is called adjustment of status. But that only works for you if you have a visa, a non-immigrant visa, which we would call visiting visa, and you also have an intent to live in America permanently. How does this work? Adjusting status. You travel on your visiting visa to America. You are already married to an American citizen. What does adjustment of status mean? It simply means that any foreign national who married to an American citizen can apply for a green card without leaving America, so as long as they are married to an American citizen. That's what I mean. So the fact that you are married and you have one visiting visa and you have the intent to live in America permanently, and you travel go on holiday, while you're in America, you can adjust your status, apply for adjust your status. And that is where it comes in. Adjustment of status, right? It can be tricky, especially now, but that is the only possible route for a married person. No. Reason why it can be very tricky. And don't worry, if you have overstayed your visa, you still can apply for it and you're still eligible for adjustment of status. If you have worked in the country and unauthorized, then it's still the same thing. So if you ended there work and you need to work because you're on visa, you don't have to worry. If your visa expire because you overstay your visa, you don't really have to worry. It's not supposed to affect you to adjust your status because you are already married to an American citizen. But the tricky part comes in proving that the marriage is bona fide. Proving that the marriage is genuine and you're not just doing it for immigration purpose. And if you have an expired visa, it makes it worse because that alone in itself can look like you are only doing this for immigration purpose, right? But the only route around this that I can see is an adjustment of status for persons who are married to an American citizen. So in your case, that's good news. But the bad news part of the people who want to file for them pitney and them parents and them kind of thing, they are them brother or them sister or whatever the case may be. So guys, it's not all bad. But as me tell you already, all of this soon work out. Them say indefinitely, but it's no indefinitely. It's no indefinitely. Them a get things in order. Because remember, there was already a system to vet anybody going into America on an immigrant visa. We know filing go already. Them vet you. 15 to 18 months and to 24 months. You have to wait for. So there is already a system in. So it's not a case where there was no system so they can just suspend this indefinitely. No. They are making changes. and they are facilitating changes because you guys will have also know about the biometric system coming in America. It's already in. So they are facilitating these changes and them have a backlog. They have a backlog for certain things. You understand? So people, give or take 6 months and just know. All of who await for a response from them petition, listen, the wait is going to be considerably longer. I'm telling you already, maybe 3 years or more.
So the US is suspending application for immigrant visas and the issuing of visas. You have some questions and I'm going to try my best to answer as many of them as possible. The first thing is I want to identify what an immigrant visa is. Even though in my last video I stated that is for people who are moving, people still seem to not understand. Immigrant visas are the sponsored visas. Those are filing for like your mother, father, brother, and sister file for you. Your husband or your wife are file for you. K1, spousal visa. All of those visas are immigrant visas. That means you are permanently relocating to the United States. The K1 visa is included under this because it is your intent to permanently relocate to the United States. Got it? Get it? Good. Perfect. Persons who have DM me and ask me, what if I'm on filing? What if my boyfriend a file for me? What if the filing already in? And all of the different scenarios, it does affect you. They're not issuing any more visas. It doesn't matter where in the process you are. Even if you have an appointment already, them not issue no more visa. It pause. If you are already in possession of the visa, it does not apply to you because you have the visa already. Them pause now, but you're gone through the gate already. You get the visa already. Go and buy your business. What you should do is get that flight out ASAP in case they say they not admit anymore into the United States. Now that that is covered, if your visa doesn't fall under any of those categories where you are being sponsored to live permanently in the US, whether by a family member or a spouse, then it is considered a non-immigrant visa. Student visa is non-immigrant. J1 visa is non-immigrant. H2B is non-immigrant. The tourist B1, B2 is non-immigrant. The business visa, the church visa, all of those are non-immigrant. To close off this whole thing, because I'm not going to do any more videos on this, because over here we promote seeing other destinations, you know what I mean? There is no ban, at least not yet. It is just a pause on the issuance of the visa. If you don't already have that immigrant visa in your passport, just go and bill. The the State Department does say that if you already have an appointment, you should go to the appointment, but they will not issue the visa. I don't know how that is going to work. I don't work there. All I know is the information they give us. So, immigrant visa, pause. They're not issuing no more visa. If you have the visa ready, you're good to go. If you don't have the visa yet, they will not issue it. Every other visa is good. Tourist visa, student visa, work visa, other than the visa that is fine. Okay? Fantastic. Anyways, we have lots of group trips heading to other destinations across the globe. So if you want to see somewhere else other than the United States, feel free to visit our website at www.happystart.com and we will see you in Farid.
So I've been seeing a lot of videos about people getting denied for US visas. And if I'm being honest, the reason a lot of people get denied those visas is because y'all don't know how to advocate for yourselves. I go for visa 4 times and get through. Like 4 times. Each time I go, I get through. And each time I go and I see people get denied, like when I'm in the line and I hear that they get denied, like, but listen to them business and like I don't think they were prepped well for the interview, or they just didn't have good answers. And some of the time I literally see the consulates, they're just asking a lot of questions and they're trying to drill. Like I feel like whenever they're just trying to ask you a lot of questions and they're trying to find out something, that is when they really want to give it to you, but they're just trying to find a reason to give it to you. I'm gonna talk about this some more, so check the next video.
I know a lot of people be like, when them go to embassy for get them visa and them get turned down, them get the green card instead of the white paper. Them be like, oh, that girl never like me. I'ma say, oh, me never want to go to her. I'ma say, that boy they never like me. I'ma mind tell me not to go to him, and bullshit. A lot of times when people get denied visa at the American embassy, it due to the fact that on social media have a lot to do with a yes or no from them. On social media, some things one of the probably even remember about, one of the posts are say. Remember, you know, when you do these application, when you put in these application to the US embassy, them run on the profile, you know. And what if you say them in this run about now, you know, yeah, all for people working there, you know. Them run all on the file, you know. Them run everybody file, you know. Them look who you associate with, you know. You see me stuff one might say and lick out against the American government or lick out against that set of people there who not align with a lot have to do with stuff, and whether we get it or not. So we go in and say we not go blame a person and say, oh, that boy them never like me, and it not have nothing to do with that. Them not have it. Them take a oath and them have to stand by that oath. Them can't discriminate. Them can't, a lot of stuff them can't do. And then you think them are gonna risk them job, them good paying job, because come on. Them do them due diligence and make sure so them run them background checks, and then when you come, and then a lot of times though when you come up, you don't even know if you don't know if to talk to people. A lot of these people go embassy, them don't know if to talk to people. Dress code. Sometimes some simple stuff, but you talk about that person they never like you, or the man know you, the woman know you, or the man for just get up and don't like you. Come on, man, don't stop talk crap. A lot of these times when you get denied visa American embassy, how do we own to talk, or to adjust yourself, or to communicate. You can't go to embassy and go talk to the people like say, you not talk to a friend out the road. You have to know how to adjust yourself. You have to know, as I say, you have to know how to dress, the attire. All of them stuff that people don't approve from outside when you stand up in a line. America that we're not dealing with, because the embassy that Jamaica feel like say and is an American ground on the depend. That ground they belongs to America, and once you step on the ground them start watching you. You see me? So a lot of stuff go into play, and without you not talk about that man don't like it, that woman don't like it. Bullshit.
Secondly, in respect of the immigrant visas, there has been engagement. There has not been any clarity on the basis for which Jamaica was placed on that list. In fact, the general sentiment is one of surprise, but it is a broad examination of processes we're advised, and that the system is paused. So we continue to remain engaged and open to providing information that's requested, but generally there has been a sense of openness to engagement and recognition that Jamaicans generally are productive members of the diaspora community, and we continue to leverage that in discussions that we hold.
As we come to the end of this video, you have watched the frustration and how people are talking about the revocation of your Jamaican immigrant visas. So those of you who don't know what a TCN deal is, a TCN refers to the Third County Nationals Agreement between the United States and Jamaica. Under the agreement, the U.S. can send certain non-Jamaican migrants who are being removed from the U.S. to Jamaica temporarily, while arrangements are made for them to travel onward to another country. Like let me don't use the word, but like a dumping site, then the whereabouts will be known. Like they will bring the non-Jamaican citizens to Jamaica as a stopover before they proceed. I don't know how true is that, because I know most people will not like to leave Jamaica. Jamaica is the most influential and has vibes. So, including their country of origin. According to Jamaica's government, the current arrangement will allow up to 25 people every 2 weeks, and Jamaica says these individuals are not being admitted as permanent migrants according to the government, guys. But we have trust issues with government, so I don't know how true is that, that they will leave Jamaica. So the issue became controversial on online social media pages and sites because reports energy that discussion originally contemplated much target numbers with diplomatic documents referring to proposals involving thousands of third country nations. Yeah, so guys, most people are talking about it because they don't know how true this is, and it's apparently alleged that there will be more numbers than what they're saying. Critics worry Jamaica could become a holding point for deportees from countries with which they have no connection. That's true. The debate was intensified by the earlier case of a Jamaican citizen reportedly deported by the US to a that country in Africa before eventually being returned to Jamaica. So are Jamaicans having their US visa revoked? That's the big question because of the TCN deal, because apparently rumors going around is that if the Jamaica doesn't sign the TCN deal, then the immigrants who are in Jamaican immigrants who are in the USA will be revoked. Their visas will be revoked. And as you know, there is a pause in issuance and accepting of visas to USA, and Jamaica is one of the country on the list. So as you have seen, guys, it's just rumors still. It hasn't been confirmed because the USA has not come out forward to say their claims. But most people are speculating that it's because of the TCN deal that the rumors of the USA immigrants are being revoked. And the only one that was confirmed was the USA pausing of Jamaican visas and other African visas that were on the 75 countries list in January 2026. But this one yet hasn't been confirmed. So thank you for watching till this end. Kindly subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. I really appreciate. And if you are return gang, job blessed, and catch me on the next one. And drop your comment down there below. Let me know if you think this is true or it's just propaganda and rumors going around.